Albert with the big dog. I'm right here with my boy Sal.
Thank you for having me again,
No
man.
problem, man. How you been? Everything good?
Yeah, can't complain, man.
And if we do, nobody listens?
It's not good to complain.
Hell yeah,
You
man.
can't focus on the negative, bro. Can't
Always the
focus.
positive, man. Well, you know what, man? Today I want to give a shout out, man, to one of our followers, man. His name is Cole Pilot. Pretty cool guy. Today's his birthday too. He was telling me, man, that a lot of people we don't reach our full potential in life. You know what I mean? And I believe, I was thinking, I believe that when you're a young bug and you're young, you're a dream. Little daughter right now, bro. They dream about growing up, and
Yeah.
but I think as we get older and older, people start clipping their wings. You know what I
The
mean?
world, bro.
Yeah, we start growing. So a lot of people say, hey man, like, okay, for example, let's say from like a baby, another baby, like a toddler to like, let's say preteen.
Yeah.
Right? You're like, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that. When you get to a certain age, people start telling you. People start telling you, like, man, stop dreaming. That's not gonna happen. Stop doing that. You gotta get a job. I've been working since blah 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 blah, and people have been telling us, oh, you gotta get a job. You gotta get a job. You gotta get a job. You know what I mean? So it's like they don't really. Nobody really reaches their potential. Nobody really knows what they're really about. What we came here to do. You know what I mean?
A lot of it comes from being afraid to fail.
A hundred
Some
percent.
people never try, and it's unfortunate, very unfortunate. And then what is your full potential? I feel like the goalpost moves every time, no? Like you reach high, and you're like, oh man, I could do more.
Yeah, because you never said if you really for something, if you're really looking for that change, yeah, you're never gonna be satisfied because you're always gonna be okay. You know what? I accomplished this. If I did this, I could do that. If I did this, I could do that. But I feel that in life, I like you said, a lot of people are scared.
Yeah.
Well, not just that, but like I was saying that when you're a kid, what do you go to school for? In school, you know what school teaches you to? Stop dreaming. And
Yeah.
school teaches you that you're gonna be an employee, that you're gonna go to work for somebody else. You know what I mean? Like when you're in high school, bro, what do they tell you? You go into a counselor, they tell you, oh, you know what, this is the career you should make. Oh, this is what you should do. They're already planning it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They never teach you and say, hey, you know what? Think outside the box. Or hey, Sal, what are you really good at? What is it that you like to do? What are your interests in life? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nobody ever says that. Like everybody just like go to work, go to work, go to work. Me when I was a kid, my mom used to be like, "Oh, you know what? You're gonna go to work. You have to go to work. Fuck school. Go to work. Go to work. Go to work." You know what I mean? And nobody ever teaches you either that. And a lot of people have a mentality too. It's like the more I work, the more money I'm gonna get.
It's not
But
true.
no, it's not true because I've been there. You go have two jobs, right? You have two jobs, and now you're saying, what are you telling yourself? Hey, I'm getting a little bit of more money, so you know what? I could waste more. I could do this and I could do that, but then you go back to square one, where it's like, fuck, dude, I don't really have that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just feel that school clips your wings. Some parents clip them, you know what I mean? Because they're like, stop dreaming. Look at where we come from. Look at this, look at that, and so on and so on. And so I feel that as you get older, like when you're a kid, your dreams are this big. And as you get older, your dreams go smaller, 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 smaller until you have no more dreams, no more goals, no more ambition, and all you wake up is to, I gotta go to work. You know what I mean? And it's because, like, for example, this, I feel, and tell me what you feel, like, let's say, for example, when we get our first job, right? What do? We either get a car or we either start spending, right?
Yep.
Let's say you get a car. Now you a slave to that car. Now you gotta go to fucking work. Because if you lose that job, you lose that fucking car. And there goes your fucking credit. You know what I mean? So now you got
100%.
fucking gotta pay for this, huh?
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? Now I gotta pay for this. Now I gotta pay for that. And then like the more you go, oh shit, I need a phone. Now you gotta pay for that phone. Oh shit, I got a car. Now I gotta pay for the insurance. Now I gotta pay for this, and so on and so on. You get a girl. Oh shit, I gotta pay for my car. I gotta take my girl out. I gotta pay for this. Now you have a kid, and so on and so on. And so now the older you get, the more responsibilities you get, and so the more you put yourself last, the more you put yourself last. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
now all you're concentrating is like, fuck, I gotta go to work. Fuck, I gotta do this. Fuck, I gotta do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then, but what a lot of people don't realize is that you're screwed either way.
Yeah,
You're screwed either way. You know, God forbid you get sick. Guess what?
that's it. You're fucked. And I've been there. When it's
Yeah.
like, fuck, now what? So I always believe, like a job, dude, a job you could be replaced. You quit
Easy.
today, in the afternoon, bro, they already caught somebody else, and they're already working.
It's just the nature of the beast, bro. It's just as good as you are, there's somebody else there.
Always, bro. Even sometimes in a job, you're training your replacement.
Yeah,
You know?
100%.
And I just feel that in this world, dude, we could, all of us are here for a reason. All of us are here, and I think that's the meaning of life is finding who you are, finding your, because sometimes we lose ourselves and the fucking shit. You know what I mean? And the rat race.
Yeah, I've been there. I think we've all been where your job becomes your identity.
Oh, 100%. Where sometimes you don't even wear fucking regular clothes. What you wear is your job clothes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes it's no. For example, you got mechanics, you got a lot of people, and all they do is just work, work, work.
Yeah,
You
I've
know?
been there. I've been there.
It's like I think sometimes we gotta think outside the box. We gotta think where it's like, okay, you know what? How can I get money? How can I bring extra money in? Because you have a plan A, right? Plan A is get a job. Plan A is to take care of your family with that. But what's plan B? There always has to be a plan B. Like, okay, you know what? On my free time, maybe I could do this. On my free time, because a lot of people think this, bro. Like I have a friend, right? Oh, you know William, the guy that I do the I don't think you met him, but the guy I do the podcast with, the other guy, the other episodes that I make with him, and he's like a guy that's like work, 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 work all the time. You know what I mean? But I'm like, bro, you lost who you are. You lost what you want to be. You have a lot of dreams, but it's like it just consumed. It just became like, okay, that's it. I like an employee where it's like, no, bro, he tells me no for like, this is in his mind, bro. I have 2 jobs, 3 jobs, right? He goes, I got 3 jobs, bro, because he has another job on the weekends. Because I got 3 jobs, he was watchful. I'm gonna become rich. I told him there's never been, and I mean ever, bro, a millionaire that sat there and said, you know what, bro, I had 3 jobs, and I became a millionaire. No, how do you become a millionaire, bro? How do you?
You gotta invest.
You gotta think outside the box of what you at, what you good at. You know what is it? What is it that you like? Everybody likes different shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all of us are here for a reason. Like, for example, you're a trainer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could be like, you know what? I'm gonna reach my full potential. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of clients. I'm gonna start my own gym. One day I'm gonna have my own gym. One day I'm gonna have this. One day it's because you have to reach that, bro. You have to, like,
Aim, shoot and aim. Yeah.
yeah, bro. Because look, bro, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody will.
No.
If you don't push yourself, nobody will. If you don't ever say, hey, you know what, I gotta do this and I gotta do that, nobody is. You have to reach inside, bro, and say, what am I good at? What am I here for? That's the reason sometimes you lose yourself in the crowd.
I swear, bro, you be going to my church. This is again, you're almost
The
going,
fuck-
bro, going through the sermon of the lady. It's like we all have a gift. Like,
Yeah.
we all have a gift, and if you're not using it,
Yeah, you're just wasting it.
Yeah,
There's a
you-
lot of people out there that know how to draw, they know how to work with their hands, they know how to do a lot. And I feel like God, whoever you believe in, God, the universe, or whatever, gave all of us a gift. All of us got something. Like my father always used to say, Robert, you got the gift of gab. You're good at talking. You're good at this. Use it. So I got into network marketing. So I started doing a whole bunch of shit. Use your gift. What are you good at? You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like it's you. You have to say, you know what, man? What am I here for? What can I do? I'm not happy where I'm at. And it's really up to you, bro, because there's a lot of people out there, bro, they're scared to dream.
Personally, like when I decided to go after what I like doing is when I had a real good job, and from one day to another they switched the way things were gonna go in the company, and they just tossed me out from my position, just
Yeah.
like that, and I was like, oh well, you know what? Then F it, you know what I mean?
Fuck
Screw
it.
it, yeah. Screw it. Like I'm screwed anyway. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I gotta figure this out. And sure enough, I just started, and shout out to the people at 24 Hour Hawthorne. They've been really receptive, you know. and it's an ambitious goal, but it's a goal that's my own. I basically decide when I could go in.
Yeah, you're your own boss. You know what I mean?
For better or for worse.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
I don't eat, that's on me. And
You
if
know,
I'm eating good,
man,
me.
a lot of people, man, they're scared. They're scared to
Yeah,
become their own boss. They're scared to go out there because they're like, what about if it doesn't work? Or what about this? What about if it does work?
it's not working anyways.
Yeah,
Whatever it is you're doing over there,
it's
it's
not
not
working,
working.
dude. You know, a lot of people, man, I remember I used to work for the Hilton, LAX, right? Years ago. My daughter wasn't even born yet. I think I was like 24. I was 24, 25, right? And I remember I was working there for 2 years, right? And then they put in the union. They were trying to put in the union. And I remember the ladies that were working there for like 25 years, 25 years, bro. Like, it's crazy. I was like, damn, I was still swimming, but that's nuts, bro. When you got this job, lady, that's a long fucking time, dude. Anyways, they were trying to put the union, right? So I remember they would go like for our lunch, they would go and give us little flyers. I never gave the shit up, but they were, to make a long story short, the union never went in.
And
So the bosses, guess what they did? Started firing all those people, bro. The lady was working there for 25 years, and that lady thought she was like running shit. And that's when I was barely starting to do Amway. I was, there were like, my mentality back in those days wasn't who I am now. My mentality was like, I had two jobs, bro. Right? I had two jobs. Fucking my girl was pregnant in that time. And I was like, fuck, man, my daughter's about to be born. I'm a young bug, bro. I don't know shit about family. I don't know shit about nothing. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta do this. And that lady got fired, bro. And I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Just like that. And she thought she run shit. You know what I mean? That's what I'm telling you. A job, bro, they could replace you. That's why I always tell my daughter, so look, man, you either get a career, nobody can take that away from you. And
you can basically go from place to place at
yeah,
your will, you know?
yeah, because, or start your own business. Go out there and do, especially in this world, in this era that we live in, technology and all that, bro. On your free time, you can do shit.
Yep.
You know, it's up to you, dude. Like I seen fucking YouTube people, right? Ladies out there that love to cook. They got their own fucking cooking channel, bro. You know what I mean?
And they love it.
They love
They
that
don't even
shit.
care about what's going on. They just
Nothing.
become successful because they love it.
Yeah, because look, when you love something, you just get it. For example, a lot of people tell me, "Nah, Robert, like, where do you come up with your videos when we do it?" I said, "It just comes out, bro. It's just a passion that we have. You know what I mean? Because this is who we are. You know what I mean? We're not writing no scripts. We're not writing that. It's just
On the fly.
on the fly, like how we feel. And I just feel that sometimes fear, when you're scared, bro, to do shit, you don't want to. Like, fear, I think fear and ¿cómo se llama eso? The comfort zone
Yeah.
are dream killers, bro. Once you estás contento, you content with what you have. Once you like, you say, oh, you know what? I'm satisfied. No, no, because you gotta level up every time in life. Like we were saying before, what's your fucking potential? What are you? Because a lot of us just use a little bit, bro, just to get us by. You know what I mean? But like, imagine if we use the same potential we use when we want to get a girl.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
You know what I mean? Like imagine if we use that. Imagine if we. Okay, like for example, this is what I always feel like this, right? This is what I always say. I see a lot of people, like for example, a couple of days ago, it was Starbucks with the fucking little bear shit. Of the Hello Kitty cup, whatever it was. The people were lined up, okay? Lined up, 2 o'clock in the morning, dog. People were lined up. I said, okay. Other one where people lined up with, I remember back in the 90s when the movies would come out, they were lined up. And
Any console.
consoles, shoes, anything. People lined up. They're there. And they're like, oh man, tomorrow, Black Friday. Man, I'm just gonna go get in line. The fucking roast parade. I'm gonna go fucking camp outside. People going through the stupidest shit to do shit that doesn't matter, right? But they would not fucking wake up and work on themselves. They would not wake up and say, you know what? If I put all this fucking energy on that, let me put this fucking energy on me. Let's see where this shit goes in life. Let me see what I'm fucking really capable of. Let me see what I can bring to the table. You know what I mean? And that's because I always say that. There's a lot of people that say, oh man, how can you wake up so early in the morning and you go to the gym? Because I'm working on myself. Because I have a plan, I have a goal. I want to reach my full potential at the gym. I want to reach where I want to get where I want to be, where I picture myself. You know what I mean? You always have to visualize yourself where you want to be in life. Always. And see it like you're already there.
2005 Batista, bro. That's it. That's all I think about.
Exactly, bro. No wonder you're gonna come into the gym like that, bro. Like And when somebody, when you tell somebody like, do 2 more reps, I can't power bomb him, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm joking, but it's funny because somebody told me the same thing. Oh, you do it because you're already doing it. It's easy for you. It wasn't easy the first time. It wasn't easy. I guarantee it's not easy the third or fifth time.
Bro.
But you learn to love the discipline. You love it because you understand what it does for you.
100%. See, a person that's really willing to go, a person that's thriving, they're gonna go through obstacles. They're gonna go through shit. They're gonna fall. They're gonna do it, but you gotta get up. You gotta get up. That's how bad you want it, bro. Because one thing is saying like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm gonna start working on that. But once you really want something, no matter what life throws at you, bro, you're gonna go for it because you say, you know what, that's what I want.
It's time.
It's time. Everything takes time. But see, people, they say they go get a job and they say, okay, I'm happy like this. As long as I pay my bills, as long as I have like this, and that's it. And then you live the rest of your life from 9 to 5, 9 to 5, and then you get another job from 9 to 5, from 6 to 1. Then you come home, you barely see your kids, you barely see your wife, you barely do that, and then you fucking guys split up because you don't give me no time, you don't give me this, and bam, all for what? Because you want to make your boss happy? No, sometimes you gotta say, hey, I'm gonna start something different.
And a lot of time in life we go through seasons. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, there's seasons that you have no choice but to haul ass. And to you, my friend, I respect that. They're gonna come for the eviction notice is gonna hit on the door. You don't want that either.
I've been there, bro. When I was in my 20s, I remember they gave me the eviction notice, bro. And I had 2 jobs in those days, but I think it was like,
and that's the worst part. You had 2 jobs and it wasn't enough.
Especially having a baby. I remember my daughter was like 2 years old, but I remember I was working at a job and I came home and had the eviction. My girl was like, what the fuck are we gonna do? And blah, 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 blah. And I was like, fuck, dude, fuck. And I was like, fuck, dude, what can I do? What can I do? And I made shit happen, bro. And I fucking paid my shit and all that. And excuse me. I remember since that day, bro, I told myself, I will never go through this again.
Yeah.
I said I will never put my girls through this. I will never go through this. So now, even those days, it's crazy because I had 2 jobs. Back in those days, bro, minimum wage for was $7. Crazy. I was making shit happen out of $7, bro. I had 2 jobs. So I was really getting paid like $14 an hour. You know what I mean? But the more I had, it was like this. I had a lot of dreams, right? And I wanted to do a whole bunch of shit, but I couldn't because my time, everything was just consuming and working. You know what I mean? Until I ran into people from the network marketing that I met from Amway, and they took me in and they were like, yo, man, they started teaching me. And then when I got my mentor, it's like, when you see shit different, when you see life as an employee, you don't see opportunities. You don't see nothing. You don't see beyond punching in. You don't see beyond your coworkers. You don't see beyond all that shit. You know what I mean? People se conforman, bro. Have you noticed that you go to a job and you ask, hey, how long you been here? Oh, 20 years, 30 years. And ask yourself.
And it's some difficult jobs, bro. And I'm like, damn, like
30 years.
Like some jobs that are like so old.
And there's some fools in there, bro, that feel like they own the company. And they laugh at you because you don't work hard like they do. Like, I'm good, bro. I've always been lazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When I used to go to work, bro, I even used to tell my girl, I'm built for something else. I don't feel like I belong with these people. Not trying to sound like stupid or like stuck up, but I'm like, I don't feel here, man. I don't like taking orders. I don't like waking up and punching in. I am meant to do something else. I want to do something else. You know what I mean? And I always felt that, like, it's a calling that we all have. You know what I mean? Sometimes we ignore it. Like, nah, I don't give a fuck.
And me, bro, I always like putting my best foot forward everywhere. That's just me. I understand I don't own the place, you know what I mean? But I just like, when they think, oh, Sal was here. For better or for worse. They're not paying me anymore. They're not paying me, you're making the same check. But I want my name to be synonymous with excellence, bro. That's what I want.
Like, when you do something, you want respect on it.
Like, Sal did it. You know what I mean? Even when I fuck up, like, damn, Sal did that. Like, only he could fuck up so royally, Even when I make a mistake, it's that bad, So that's always, because again, like, something I told myself maybe a year or two ago. This is before I even started going to church, bro. I work for God, no employer. I bring to honor to God, bro. Whatever you want to call it. And I'm like, no, like I'm not working for ex supervisor, whatever your name is. No, no. I'm working like if God was watching. You know?
Yeah, there we go. Like you're being judged all the time. Like being overlooked, like a father, like a dad.
Yeah,
Like when your dad is always looking at you, or your parents are looking at you, you just wanna make him proud.
Honoring him.
I don't, yeah, they want to make him proud. Like, hey, you know what I'm doing this. Like to me, I feel like every opportunity that I get or every person that I meet is because God has put him in my path.
And I want to take care of them.
Yeah, you know what I mean? No matter what it is, even if it's an asshole, bro, he came here to teach me something. A cool person came, taught me something. You always have to see life as a learning fucking progress, bro. And always learn from people and always see people. Like for example, when I started the gym, like I didn't know shit, but I started looking at people. And I was like, all right. That people, once you believe in yourself, you will attract other people that believe in yourself. Because there's a lot of people that wake up and they're like, nobody believes in me because you don't believe in yourself. Like when people say, you have to respect me. You have to, no.
They don't
Respect
have to.
is earned. It's earned. People earn it.
And better yet, who gives a fuck?
Who gives a rat's ass?
You're like, I don't care about your respect. I'm here working on myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
You don't respect me or not, I need that bench. You know what I mean? Like,
For real.
yeah, are you done? You know what I mean?
I feel like once you know who you are in life, and once you know what you want in life, and you know you're going through that, you stop giving a fuck about people's opinion. You stop giving a fuck about what people say. You just don't care anymore.
Lock in.
Yes, because
Lock in.
you're locked in, and you're like, you know what? I'm doing this for this. I'm doing this for that. That's what we're talking about. Reaching that full potential, bro. Reaching who you want. Reaching what you want. In life. Reaching. You always have to reach for the best, bro. You always have to say, okay, I got to do this for this. You know what I mean? Because at the end, especially if we got kids and we go that, bro, we have to leave our kids with something. I don't want to die and leave my kid with a fucking job for her to be like, hey, I saw my dad working all his life, so that's what I'm gonna do. No. I want to teach my kid to, hey man, you know what? I worked. I don't want you to go through the fucking same shit. Either get a career, start your own business, get your own money, get your shit. You know what I mean? Don't just go out there partying, go out there throwing shit away. Don't do none of that shit. Enjoy life, but also too, don't lose yourself. Be what you want to be in life. You know what I mean? Don't listen to nobody. When you got questions, come and ask me. I'm the only one that really cares for you, and I'm the only one that really fucking wants to help you. I want to for you to reach your full potential. That's me as a dad.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's my job.
To be better than you are.
Yes. So in order for my daughter, bro, to follow that, what do I have to do? I have to set the example. I have to show her that I'm going for my dreams. I'm going. I am developing a better person every day. I am becoming a better father. I am reaching that full father potential. The good dad that I could be. The good husband, the good friend, the good brother, the good son. You know what I mean? We always have to strive for best. The best. Like you said right now, you know, like you doing it for God and you wanna make him proud. So we have to go and we have to do it because like I tell my daughter, I said, no, when I go through the streets, I represent you, you represent me.
Yeah.
Don't act like a fucking clown, and I'm not gonna act like a fucking clown because we're representing each other. You know what I mean?
And you gotta set the bar for sure.
Yeah, we gotta set the bar, especially like when my daughter gets older, bro, and she looks for a boyfriend. I don't want her to look into a clown, a fucking joke, a guy with no fucking ambition, a guy that's like, well, you know what? I work for a fast food. There's nothing wrong with working for a fast food place, but I work for a fast food place and that's it. I don't have no more goals, no more ambition. No, dude, no. Hey, you're working there right now, but where do you see yourself in 5 years? You always have to see yourself like that, bro. You always have to live like, okay, you know what? I'm here right now. Damn, if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm gonna be here in the same place in 5 years. Man, if I keep doing this shit in 10 years, I'm gonna be in the same spot. So it's really up to you, bro, to say, hey, what do I want? What do I want in life? Do my kids, did I bring my kids into this world just to work? Just to be a little ant and go feed the grasshoppers? Or did I bring my daughter into this world, bro, so she could shine, so she could be better, so she could have a better life?
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, we brought our kids into this world. You know what I mean? So it's up to us to make their life a little bit easier. And how are we gonna make their life a little bit easier? By us starting something, bro.
Yep.
Doing something like so because they see you like for example your daughter sees you like damn, my dad does this, my dad does that. That's what I want to do. That I want to go for my dreams. I want to thrive for something better. You know what I mean? Like they see you, dude. You know what I mean? And so it's like our legacy. What legacy are we leaving, bro? Are we fucking, you know what I mean? Are we leaving a legacy of employees? Are we leaving are we leaving fucking our kids like entrepreneurs, like hey, business owners? It's a difference what kind of mentality we put in on our kids,
Yeah,
man.
they're trying to survive. They're trying to live life.
Because when you go, bro, this is 100%. When you have a job, you're not living. You're surviving. You know what I mean?
100%.
And there's a lot of people out there, bro. Like, what happens? They get a job, and what do? Like, they get a good job. I'm gonna go get a brand new ride. Now you fucked for 7 years of your life paying that car. By the time you finish paying that car's gonna be worthless, bro. Now you're gonna have to trade it in and go get yourself another one.
And the cycle
And
continues.
so, then a lot of people, what they do is, oh, I'm gonna give you an expensive apartment. Go now. You really need that job. There's a lot of people out there like, I hate my job, I hate this, but you're so much in debt that you have to go there. And what happened to your dreams, bro? What happened to that person in you? Slowly fades away, and you just become an employee. You just become a number. You don't become you anymore. You're
Yep.
just a number. You know what I mean? You're just
Yep.
another paycheck. That's all. You wake up in the morning and you do the same shit. You know what I mean? Like wake up, brush your teeth, take a shower, leave at 4 in the morning or whatever it is to go to work. The whole day is crazy, bro. Like when I used to go to work, I used to leave at 4 in the morning, right? My girl was asleep. I used to come back, she was asleep. She used to come back at night. I wouldn't see her all day, bro. All day. I would go for one job. I remember when she was pregnant, I used to work for Toys R Us right here in Ocean Gate. I used to work for Robinson's May. Robinson's May don't exist no more.
It's Macy's.
Now it's Macy's, so I used to work at the Delamo. So I used to go in at 7 o'clock 8 o'clock at night at Toys R Us from 8 to 6 in the morning. At 7, I had to be at Robinson's May, bro, in the morning. So I would just go there, pass by 7-Eleven, pound a whole bunch of fucking coffee, and just go work for Robinson's May. And then when I come back, I was so tired, I was so this and that I would just come home and knock out, and I wouldn't spend no time until I said, hey man, you know what? Am I gonna live like this for the rest of my life?
No.
Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna die soon, dude, if I do this shit. But how long is your body gonna take it, bro?
Yep.
Not sleeping right, not eating right. There's only so much more that our body can take until like it collapses.
And there'll be signs, yeah.
Yeah,
There'll
bro.
be signs.
And that's the reason why I always say, man, I always tell my peeps, dude, like, be what you want in life, bro.
Yeah.
You know, do what you want.
You gotta,
Be.
you gotta at least shoot. And if you miss, well, screw it. That job is always there.
Yeah.
That job is always there.
Jobs are always gonna be there, bro. Everything, you know, but you're not. You know, there's a lot of people that say this too. They say, "Oh, I want to work on myself," but you know, right now I'm just concentrating on my kids. When my kids get older, then I work on myself. Yeah, when your kids get older, you're gonna be old as fuck already. You won't fucking matter. Do it now.
You gotta work around.
You gotta work on like you have 24 hours a day. I got 24 hours a day. Everybody got 24 hours a day. You know, it depends how we use them, bro. You know what I mean? Like for example, I have people that say, Robert, how can you wake up at like 4 in the morning to go to the gym? Bro, how can you just lay in bed for 2 hours watching videos? Other people
Go to
working
bed
out.
earlier.
Go to bed early. You know what I mean? Like I always say, but if you really want something, bro, you're gonna wake up, you're gonna go through anything in life to get what you fucking want.
100%.
You know what I mean? You just have to know that you deserve it. You earned it. You want it. You gonna get it, bro. Because all of us deserve a good life. Especially our kids. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I pass by places, bro. Like I had there was this co-worker I used to know before, right? And that fool used to tell me, "Dad, if I like living in the hood, in the ghetto." I said, "Why? All the rent is cheap, bro." I said, "Yeah, if you got 2 kids, bro." You know what I mean? Like he goes, "Yeah, who gives a fuck, bro? The hood is cool." No, it's not, bro. It's not. It's not cool. Having your kids around, because I grew up around like some shady ass fools, and it's not, bro. It's not something cool. It's like you brought your kid into this world. Hey, man, try for better. Like for example, is right. A lot of people say, "Oh, my daughter hangs around with this guy. I don't like him." What neighborhood do you live in? If you don't like it, change. You
Yeah.
have the power. Oh, at my daughter's school, they don't teach you shit, blah, blah, blah. Okay, teacher. Show me move it to another school. It's up to you. It's up to you to move shit around. You don't like something, it's up to you to change. It's up to nobody, bro. You don't like where your life is going, it's fucking up to you.
Yup.
Am I right?
Yeah. You have more power than you think you do.
Sometimes we just give our power to our fucking bosses, bro. Like sometimes we act like, have you noticed, like, when we have a boss, we act like little kids? Oh shit, what am I gonna tell him because I don't want to go to work? Like a fucking kid.
Just be straight up. Like,
You know,
I'm not
like,
going to this.
hey, you know, I don't give a fuck. I ain't going, dog.
Nah, be respectful. You know, be
That's
respectful.
right. But like, I remember when I used to go
I
to
just
work.
can't go today.
It was my daughter's birthday, bro. I don't have it. That you know how many times I have fucking killed that fool, like in excuses. Hey, you know what? My dad, man, he got into this in the hospital. I can't go to work. All right. Hey, you know my dad this. I remember one time I forgot that fool was like, how many dads you got? And I was like, oh,
Hey, don't judge my mom,
I
dog.
was like, my dad, no, but like, you know what I mean? It's like, until I said to myself, you know what, bro? It's time to work on you. And that, I think that's when you change. I think that's when you go from the minor leagues to the major leagues. When you stop giving a fuck about anybody else, and you say, "This is my world," they just live in it, and it's up to me to change it. It's up to me to make it better. You know what I mean? This is your world, bro. You either make it better or you make it worse.
Yeah.
It's really up to you. There's old, like you go to Walmart, bro. There's greeters, old people. Do you really want to be like that? 70 years old, bro, still gotta go to work. Why? Because they didn't think outside the box.
They didn't plan ahead either.
Yeah, because like, there's a lot of people. I wish I could have done that. I have a cousin that says that. Oh, I wish I could have done that, but it's not a good day. It's not a good day today. And I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Every day is a good day. Every day you wake up, you have opportunity to do something that you couldn't do yesterday. Let's say you wanted to do something, but you didn't have time. Do it today. Yes, but whatever you do, you always got to be like working on yourself, bro.
Yeah, development is a lot, man. And try to focus on the positive things.
Instead of the negative.
Yeah, for
A
sure.
lot of focus on like, there was this lady, right? I don't know. I was like, you know, one day, man, I'm gonna have a business. I'm gonna be rich and blah 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 blah. And this lady was like, no, rich people are already counted. No, we come here to work. And I said, because of the mentality that you have, you are where you are in life. There's a lot of people that feel like, oh my God, like I am, like for example, I just came here to do this job. I remember there was this lady at a supermarket where she was like, I was born to be a cashier. What the fuck?
Yeah, there's no problem with that. Be the best cashier. Work at the best
Yeah, I know,
place
but I'm
possible.
saying that when you just stay there without going up and you're like, you know what, I'm cool where I'm at. Like if you're in a company, it's always better for you to strive to go better, but to see, okay, if I'm already here, let's see what I could do.
You see how far you can push.
See how far you could go. But there's a lot of people that say, no, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at. And they're struggling, they're stressing out, and they're like, no, they don't want change.
I was terrible, bro. That no matter what company you work for, you have the. They don't tell you when you sign that contract that when you start working there that the ground from under you could be swept up at any possible time.
Like, bro, when you get a job, they're like pimps. They don't tell you shit, bro. They don't tell you about a job, how the job really is. They just tell you, you know what, every 6 months, you're gonna get a raise. Bullshit, that never happens. Oh, you know what? You're here in the 6 months, you get this raise. You're here for a year, you get another one. Okay? Nah, it's bullshit, bro. Oh, you know what? We're gonna give you these hours and that. If the fucking boss doesn't like you, you're gonna get the shadiest fucking hours, bro. That's 100%, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And somebody don't like you at a job, it doesn't matter, bro. You could be there on time. You could be there, all that shit, bro. But if they don't like you and they like somebody else, bro, they'll give the other person a fucking promotion before they fuck with you.
I've been on both sides, bro. I've been late and got in a raise that same day, like several times, bro. And I've been on the.
You're like, you know what?
Well,
It's so like you don't give a shit.
yeah.
You give you a raise.
And-
Those are the kind of guys we need in a
And
company.
it's not that I don't give a shit. It's just that I work many jobs, right? Like and I've been the hardest worker, bro. Overlooked, underbooked,
Always.
underpaid, bro. And it's crazy, bro. It's
Sometimes
crazy.
you feel like you feel like what the fuck,
It
dude?
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you let it go that it makes you run to you, bro. And it's
And there's always the lazy fucks that get it. There's always the fools that they go and hide to the bathroom for 20 minutes and then come back like when the job is done. Those are the guys that like
Fools that pretend that they're working.
There we go.
Yeah.
Like, when I used to work, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I remember when I started working. What was my last job that I had? I was working for a grocery store before I really started doing my business that I'm in. I was 31 years old, and it was June 10th, 20, 2011, 2012, bro. And that was the last time I remember I got a check from my business, and I got a check from the job, and I was like, hold on, I made this by just talking to people, and I made this little by working my ass off and coming in. I remember I called my girl and I was like, I'm quitting. She was like, are you sure? I was like, I'm gonna go full throttle. I'm about to make this shit happen. She's like, fuck it, let's do this shit. She's like, I fucking believe in you, but Tribal Chief. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I told her, all right, let me handle business. And I just started handling shit, but I believed in myself. There was a lot of people that were like, no, don't do this and don't do that and blah, 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 blah. But all I felt was like Stone Cold Steve Austin and just give me the middle finger and say, what? You don't know me, son. And just keep going. Because once you start listening, bro, to the critics, once you start listening to the bullshit, bro,
Their doubt becomes yours.
yeah. It's like bro, you hang around with negative people, bro, you get negative shit. Example this, right? You get like three strawberries, right? One strawberry is rotting. You put it next to the other ones, that rotting connects with the other ones. And that's the same thing when you hang around with people that are negative. Oh no, you can't do that. Oh yeah, for reals, huh? Like for example, you tell somebody with no dreams, no ambition, no nothing, but you're like, let's say you're a trainer. Hey, my boy's a trainer. If you guys want to come and fuck with him,
24-hour Hawthorne.
24-hour Hawthorne, you know what I mean? Sal Garcia, look him up on TikTok, not TikTok, YouTube and IG. Or like, for example, you know what I mean? Like, say for example, you go and you tell somebody that never worked out, that has no ambition, nothing. You one day you chilling. So you say, hey, you know what, bro? I want to become a trainer. You know what I mean? A person, no ambition will be like, oh, you stupid dog. You're not going to do it. But you know how hard it is? You got to go out there talking to people. You don't even like talking to people, bro. You don't even this, you don't even that. Yeah. And then you're like, hey, for reals, huh? You're right. Acting like you know that person. But a person with an ambition, a person with a dream, a person with goals, a visionary, a revolutionary. You know what I mean? A person, bro, that sees something else is going to say, you got it, bro. You know what you got to do? Do this, do this, do this. Hey, do this, do this. Why? Because he's a dreamer. Because he has ambition. Because he knows shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the reason why, like, when I started the business that I'm in, my mentor used to tell me this. Look, Robert, it doesn't matter how long you know people. If they're negative people, do not go tell them your fucking dreams. Do not go tell them your goals. Do not go tell them your next move. Especially if those people are content, are happy.
Just smile
Yeah.
and move on.
Keep going. Just work. Don't tell nobody. Just do what you gotta do. Your work is gonna shine for you. You ain't gotta speak.
Whatever you do in silence is what makes you
Yeah.
happy, bro.
Yeah. And I said, you're right. And I started listening because the problem is with a lot of people too, bro, that they don't reach their potential and their full shit. Is because they feel and they walk around like they know everything. Once you think you know everything, you're a douche. Because no, we are a
There's no
learning
way.
process, bro.
There's no way.
No way. I learned something from you.
And the information is always changing.
Yes.
The information is never 100%, you know? It's,
100.
you know, and then that's something I'm learning now. I'm very careful who I tell my successes to now.
Yeah, because look, bro, even people that you've been knowing for years, they don't want you to succeed.
Or not even that, bro. They're insecure about where they are, and it kind of bothers them that you're over here hustling and trying it, and even if you're like hitting myself against the wall, like fuck, I failed today, you know. They weren't even willing to try, you know.
Exactly. You know, there's a lot of people out there, bro, that they try once and they fail. You know, Walt Disney, when he started, he failed like 60, 70 times. Amazon, how many times did they fail? Everybody, bro, everybody fails. But the thing about it is this, the difference between is your mindset. If you have a mindset of a winner, bro, no matter what, you're gonna keep going. If you have a mindset of a loser, bro, of a quitter, no matter what life throws at you, you're gonna quit.
You're gonna stumble and fall. Yeah.
And I'll be like, no, I'm okay. All of us could reach where we want to reach in life as long as we don't give up. As long as we keep going, bro, and we say, okay, you know what? I think one, you have to be secure of who you are. You have to know what you want, and you have to know what you're willing to put up and why you're fighting this for. You know what I mean? And you always have to say, I'm doing this for me. There's a lot of people say, oh, I'm doing this for this, I'm doing this for that. No, you're doing it for you. Because if you do this for you, that means that you're going to be able to help out your loved ones.
Yeah.
But if you can't help yourself, how are you going to be able to help out your loved ones?
And especially, man. I mean, a lot of women, shout out to single mothers and nothing, but if the man is kind of like our responsibility to be able to help our family.
It's a job.
It's our
For
job.
For millions and millions of years, bro, it's been our job.
And it's you don't expect your life to go well if you're neglecting that responsibility. You gotta really man up, lack of a better phrase, right? You really gotta
Man up.
You know what? I don't like where I am. I'm not gonna like where I am. It could be 10 years. I'm not gonna like where I am. But that's the thing. You gotta really hate what you are. You gotta hate it.
You gotta hate it. You gotta hate where you're at in life. You gotta hate the situation.
And then to be willing to take a step
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, like look at a fucking caterpillar, bro. At first, he has to die in order to change. You have to change. You have to say enough, enough, and then boom. I think once you change, once you leave the mindset, once you leave the negativity, once you leave all those bad vibes and all those people that don't even need to be around you, bro, and you just concentrate, it's like a in your life. You know what I mean? And it's bam. Because sometimes God has a plan for you. And God says, okay, you know what, son? You were born for this, you were born for this. But what do? Instead of listening to him and saying, you're right, no. I'm going to go through here. I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to go through here. And you know what? Now you're lost. Now you're blaming God. No.
Were you at my church, bro? On Sunday? Like, were you like, what the? Like, dude, that's crazy. That's almost word for word. If it wasn't a woman pastor, I would have thought it was you, dog.
Fucking chip change.
Like, no, like, word for word. Like,
You know, and it just feels like that, but like,
word for word. That's wild, bro. That's wild. Your flowers are given, bro. That's
yeah,
wild.
bro. And I just feel like, God, yeah, because we like, okay, like I was saying, God could be okay this, but what do we do, bro? We go, like there was a cartoon back in the day, it was a Bugs Bunny. It was a Bugs Bunny, right? And Bugs Bunny and Red Riding Hood, right? He was playing the thing. I remember as a kid, I was watching this shit. And I remember the house was from here to here. It was a straight line. She would have been home, right? But no. The fucking Red Riding Hood, the rabbit went straight, right? Red Riding Hood, no, she went around dangerous shit. And they were showing her how she was passing by wolves, she was passing by animals, and everybody wanted to eat her. At the end, she got to her spot. So what I'm trying to say is sometimes God says, this is where you gotta be. But us, the decisions that we make, the people we hang around with, and all that, we say, nah, you know, I'm gonna go to here, I'm gonna go to here, and I'm gonna go to there. And then when the years pass by, you're lost. You lost yourself. You lost yourself trying to please people. You lost yourself trying to make other people happy. You lost yourself in bullshit. Instead of just saying, okay, you know what, I want to go from point A to point B. I'm not going to concentrate on nobody else. I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to go straight. Bro, you'll get there quicker. But no. We waste time. We believe in other people instead of believing in ourselves. We put our trust on people that know shit about you. People that don't know what you're really going through. People that don't know what's going in your house. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people say this. I want to start my own business. But what are people going to say? What the fuck? So you're going to stop your success. But the opinions of others? What about if you succeed? What about if you say fuck them and I'm going to do me? What about if you succeed? What about if you reach your goals? What about, hey, go outside, Lito. If you're going to do that, go outside. Relax. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just feel that we get lost in nonsense. We get lost in bullshit. We get lost in shit that doesn't matter, bro. Instead of like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do this. Like, for example, this, right? When you're in your 20s, bro, And I was just talking to a youngster dude. I said, when you're in your 20s, you say, this, what is it, the stupidest thing, bro, that anybody said that I said? I was like, oh, I got my whole life ahead of me. I'm just going to party in my 20s. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do that. I don't know, bro. You're old already with kids, and you fucking spend your whole life. Well, instead of when you're in your 20s, that's when you should build.
Learn something.
Learn. Hang around with people that want to do something. Lilo, stop, mama. And people that learn. You know what I mean? But no, people that in their 20s. I'm young. I'm just going to party. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And but one day you're going to be 30. One day you're going to be 40. One day all that party's going to be gone. And what you going to do now? Just get stuck in a job? Always work on yourself, man. No matter if you're a young buck or you're an old cat already. Always work on yourself. Never be like, you know what, I'm happy. Or there's no. Go for it, bro.
Yeah, you gotta shoot.
If you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in yourself?
Nobody.
If you don't love yourself, who's gonna love? Like, there's a lot of couples out there that break up and the girl's like, oh, it's because he didn't love me. He didn't understand me. No, girl, you didn't understand yourself. You know what I mean?
You're distracted. You're focused on the wrong thing.
Exactly. That's what we do in life.
If you're over here with two kids focusing on, I don't get enough attention. Well, guess who else needs attention?
The kids.
The fucking kids.
Man, there's
You can't forget about your wife. Well, you can't forget about your kids, dog. You know what I mean? Like, it's a job, and it's your job to do.
It's my job, bro. Like me, even if I split with my girl, I could split with her, but I'm not gonna split with my kid. My kids are my kids, bro. Regardless, no matter what, that's my daughter. You know what I mean?
Anywhere.
Like, my marriage could be gone, the love could be gone, but the love that I have for my kid, bro, it will never be gone. That's me. That's my seed. And everything I do in this world is for my kid. I want my kid, when I die, to say, you know what, my dad was a motherfucking electrifying man, never gave up. You know what I mean? No matter what life threw at my dad, he went all gas, no brakes with it. You know what I mean?
You gotta be, man.
Yeah, you can't be scared, bro. We can't be fucking scared in life. You can't be scared to say, you know what, I'm gonna reach my dreams. I'm gonna go for what I want in life. Once you start being scared, once you start doubting yourself, once you start doing this shit, you're already lost. You're ready to throw in the towel. Once you start believing, once you let the negative thoughts in your mind, bro, that's it. That's it. You're fucking done. Especially when you go and you start believing what people can tell you. Oh, you can't do that. How the fuck you can't tell me what I'm gonna do?
You don't know what I'm capable of.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm capable of. Like when I started working out and I was 310 pounds, I think I told you this already. And I was talking to my homie, right? And I was like, hey, you know what? I think tomorrow I'm gonna start the gym, bro. And he's like, exactly his words. I remember we're blazing it up and all that. And I remember I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna join the gym tomorrow. Fool. You know how hard it's gonna be? You know that you're gonna have to change the way you eat. You're gonna have to go to the gym. You're gonna have to learn a bunch of food. It's gonna be hard, fool. But you know what he was saying? He wasn't telling me that. He was visualizing if he could do it. And since he can't do it, he was telling me, now you can't do it. But you know what though? Me being the person that I am, I don't give a rat's ass.
Yep.
I went to go sign up the next day. I had no shit. I was intimidated by a lot of people at the fucking gym. I was scared, but I went. Years later, bam, I'm still there. I lost a couple of pounds, a lot of pounds, and I'm there. What about if I would have listened to him? I would have probably not been here. I would have probably been dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that's why I always tell people, don't listen, dude. Sometimes even your partner wants to get you down. Even your partner says, no, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. But yeah, they're always telling you, oh, get money, or I don't like that. You know what I mean? I feel that when you have a partner, your partner should motivate you.
Should at least understand that.
Yes. At least don't try to stop you. If they're not in it, don't be in it, but don't try to stop you.
You as a man, you have to go.
Yeah, and do respect the hustle. Respect what I'm trying to do, because at the end of the day, if you're with me, that means that if I succeed, you succeed. If it happen, you make it happen. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of partners out there where they don't want you to succeed, because if he's gonna go with somebody else, or if he succeeds, he's gonna leave me. That's the stupidest shit ever. You know what I mean? I feel like in a marriage, especially if you're in a partner, bro, you guys gotta motivate each other and level up. And that's what you got married for.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because when you get married, bro, I feel it's
she's my rib. She has to be my rib.
Yeah. She's
hold
your
me up.
rib. She's your everything, bro. She's your comfort. She's your fucking your peace. She's your diary, bro. Everything. You know what I mean? Everything. That's what a partner is. But there's a lot of partners out there that like, oh, why you gonna do that? Why you want to change? Why you want to do this? No, I'm trying to change for us. You know what I mean? So if you have a partner, then just leave. Like real shit, because like there's a lot of people, bro.
Like, just leave her, dog.
Leave her, big dog.
Like, who you talking to? Hey, shout out to you, bro. You know who you are.
Nah, like,
yeah, güey, yeah.
ya, párale, güey, me estás hablando a mí.
She whooped your ass. Like, let it go, bro. Like,
For real.
You know, that's funny, but.
But the other, bro, is like, I just feel that your partner should motivate you. If it's not, then leave.
Or at least not get in the way. Like, you
Yes,
know,
there we go. Like,
maybe she doesn't understand your vision.
or he doesn't. Yeah, like for example, like you, I could say, for example, when I started my podcast, right? I was like, hey, I remember I used to talk about having my podcast by like a year ago. And I remember I was like, hey man, I used to tell my homie if I want to get a podcast, I want to do this and I want to do that and blah 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 blah. And now my girl was like, let's do it. She was the one that got me the mics. She was the one that was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and blah 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 blah. And there's a partner like that. There's a for what? You know what I mean? Why are you gonna do this? Why are you gonna make videos so fucking bitches could be looking at you? Or blah 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 blah. You know
Hell
what I
yeah.
mean?
No, I'm just
Yeah.
No.
You know, but it's like I feel that when you want to do something in life, your partner should be like, you know what? Go for it, dude.
Shout out to my wife. She was my first client.
Who?
My wife.
Oh yeah, bro.
There you
You
go.
know what I mean? She
She was my test dummy.
believe you.
She
She
was my test
test
dummy,
dummy.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she believes in you. You know what I mean? Like she was because I used to see you guys at the gym all the time working out, bro. And I used to be like, damn, that's pretty fucking awesome. And like my girl too, like she probably not here with me because she's not a camera person, but fucking hooks on my spots.
That's what more do you need?
You know what I mean? So it's like I feel like your partner should be like, you know what, dude, go for it. Go. Because nothing is easy, bro. When you want to do something in life, bro, you vas a perder el sueño, you're gonna lose sleep, you're gonna lose all that because you're like, oh shit, you hyped up. But once you make it there, bro, you're gonna be like, everything was worth it. The fights you put up, all that shit, bro, is gonna be, it's worth it. When you have your whole bunch of clients, bro, you know, there's gonna be a time sound that I see you, bro. I visualize that you're gonna have like 10 in a row, bro. And you're gonna be in the front, you're gonna be like, you know what I mean?
Not today. I ran out of space. You know?
No, but one day you're gonna have your big old space. People are gonna be chanting your name. Sal, Sal.
You know what's funny about that, bro? Like, I used to work at a Jack in the Box, right? Again, horrible job. I was what, 19, and like these guys in a Flintstone like vehicle pulled up to the drive-thru, and for whatever reason, I don't know, they were drunk, bro. They were chanting my name, bro. They were chanting my name the whole freaking time.
They knew, bro. Right there, he knew. Like,
I was
I'm
like,
the
what
head
the
on the table.
I was like, what the. It was one of those moments in life. You're like, what the hell? I did not see this coming.
Yeah.
You would have told me all those days I clocked in, which wasn't very long. That's a soul crushing job, for sure. I mean, shout out to those who actually enjoy it and you do it well, because you're messing with food. Do it well.
You know what? That's one thing, bro. Me, not talking about fast food places, but that's one
It's
thing.
a tough
never
gig.
went.
It's a
Because
tough
one, I'm lazy, bro. I'm not gonna be like moving fucking fast. Like I was like, I'm fucking good.
It's too much.
Yeah, I never applied for a fast food place. I never applied for none of that shit. I remember I used to just go apply to like warehouses or like supermarkets. That's what I was good at. I used to work for produce. My last job that I had was Norgate.
They're a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah, that was my last job, bro. And I remember when I knew I was gonna quit because like I was in Amway, right? In Amway. And so I remember when I got my supervisor in it, and I just went in there to recruit. I would quit jobs just to go recruiting people. And I remember when I went, my boss was like, hey, wait. And I was like, ¿qué pasó? He was like this Mexican young fool. He was all tatted up from his head. And I was like, hey, bro, you just come to work just to recruit people for your business, huh? You don't give a fuck about this job?
Like, neither do you, homie.
No, I told him straight up. I said, look, man, being honest with you, I don't give a fuck about this job, bro. I'm not gonna end up here. Where you gonna end up at? I might have my own shit. Watch. And he goes, yeah, right. I said, yeah, big dog, why? One day, bro, I'm not gonna work for nobody. I'm just gonna make my own shit. I'm gonna be my own boss. I'm gonna be my own leader, and I'm gonna have my own group. You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, right, Vato. Okay, like a week later, bro. I remember I quit. I went to him. I was like, yeah, that fool told me, yeah, right, if we're gonna come back, dog. And I was like, look at this. And I showed him like a paycheck that I got from my company. I said, look, bro. And he's like, how can I get in? He's like, you serious? Yeah, what the fuck, bro? Well, come on then, bro.
Another one.
Another one, bro. And another one. And I just always believe that I always believe, bro, that that God brought me into this world. Even though I've been through the darkest shit, I've been through a lot of shit in my life. To this day, I believe, bro. I believe that I'm here for a reason.
100%.
You're here for a reason.
100%.
You fought battles that nobody knows of. You went through dark nights, bro, that nobody knows of, bro. Only you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you came out and still have a good, pure heart.
Well, for the most part, shout out to those who know me from that part. But you know what, bro? I used to be a very negative person.
No way.
Used
No
to be
display.
and I realized that negativity feeds off of negativity. And you don't want to be the downer, bro. You don't want to be that person dragging everybody down. You don't realize how heavy you are. Right? Keep in mind, I was a heavy boy.
Hay mucha gente que trae la sangre heavy.
Right, I was a heavy boy, and I didn't realize, oh, I'm heavy because I'm heavy. Like, I'm negative.
You're heavy and negative and heavy.
Yeah.
Double heavy.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Like, I believe that God, made the beautiful day for all of us. I want to inspire people, bro. Like, I want to motivate people.
Yeah, that's what we're doing this for.
You know?
Right?
There you go. And I got tired of being that person. I'm like, if you want to tell me you want to dress up as a duck and make videos online, you're gonna be a millionaire. Go for it, dog. I believe. I've seen some heinous shit online. I believe in you, dog.
You know what? You know what's crazy about it? There's so many people that hate us, right?
Yeah.
I be spitting some fire, bro. I know that for a fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay? Like, I be spitting some facts. When I'm by myself and I be spitting my little reels, it's facts, bro. I be spitting some knowledge. Nobody likes my shit. But yeah.
I like your shit.
No, I'm saying that. But I'm saying that people like, bro, I see like 400, 500, 1,000 views. No likes. But yet, I go to a same person that I follow and they're having the stories reposted stupidity as to fucking pity, and I'm like, bro. And then a lot of people say, oh, there's a lot of YouTubers that are stupid ass people rich because you're making them rich, bro. You keep reposting the shit.
I believe in you, bro. You know what I mean? There's a guy that has Goofy talk shit to him, bro. I love those videos, dog. All the videos start with "oh dear" when he's about to roast him. He goes like, "Oh, I love those videos, bro."
I love
those are my favorite things.
They show you shit, bro. And you know what's funny about it? In this world that we live in now, bro, you could become rich like you said when I dressing as a duck, making stupid people, bro.
Go
whatever. Hey, whatever you're good at. If you're good at that, go for it, dude. Whatever gets you by the day, whatever. As long as you don't hurt yourself, hurt nobody else, go for it, bro. Go for it. You have a dream, go for it. There's a lot of people out there that say like, man, I want to have my channel and I want to have millions of fans. Go for it, dude.
You got it.
You got it. Go for it, dude. If you thought about it, go for it, dude.
It came to you for a reason.
For a reason, God put that thought in your little head for you to be like, you know what? Like I was saying earlier about the podcast, I was like, how can I do this? So I started just, boom, out of nowhere, my phone was, podcast would pop up. Podcast would pop up. I was like, holy shit. Out of nowhere, bro, I fucking threw a whole bunch of shit that I had on my podcast. I had about the computer, the microphones, and just boom. Because if you have to visualize yourself going for what you like, bro. Not a lot of people like this, but I do. You know what I mean? And if I shine, we shine. We bring people over that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and they say, bro, like, I'm not in an easy business. I like the business I'm in. I love it. That being said, I can't focus on the 99 that I don't have. I gotta focus on the one that I do. We do it for that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because like this, for example, like, I remember my friend told me one day, Oh, we were doing a podcast, right? And I think it was like, we made a video, bro, and it had 4 views. And that fool was mad, bro. 4 views, bro. I'm gonna make it up there with 4 views. I'm gonna be the same, bro. Those 4 guys, we're gonna go tell some other guys about our video.
Do it for the 4.
And then boom, let's do it for those 4. And out of nowhere, bro, the same video went up after like I think like a month or 2 months. It went up to like 100 views, and then it went more. The one that we made about the movie,
Oh yeah.
bro, it went from 2 to now we have a lot. There was another one that you made, bro. You have 800 views.
Man, I'm a dorky
You know what I
guy
mean?
from freaking South Central, bro. I have no business being here, but what? I believe in myself enough to come and help out my
Yeah.
brother with his dream.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you never know where life is going to go, bro, if you don't go with it. You know what I mean? Like sometimes life is showing you, like God is showing you, hey, you deserve more. You deserve this. But you're like, nah, I don't want it.
When you
Like
move,
a
God
starboard.
moves. When you move, God moves.
Yeah, like you start like for example, God could say this, that you could be like, hey God, for example, this I always say this because I always believe in a lot of shit. I always say this, do not ask if you're not ready. Because God is gonna give it to you and you're not ready, the opportunity is gonna
And you don't want God to make you ready.
Yeah.
God is gonna make
Oh,
you ready.
fuck,
and God is gonna put you through
I
it.
remember when I was like, God, you know what, I'm weak. I don't know if I could handle this. God said, you know what, bro, let me break your legs, let me break your back, let me break your shoulder, and let you have a couple heart surgeries, bro, and let's see if you're fucking weak or not. I went
Let's
through
see
all
how
that
ready
shit.
you are.
I went through all that shit, bro. Came out and God was like,
Are you ready
"You
now?
good?
Are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'll start my podcast. Go for it, bro. You know what I mean? You never know. Like the Bible says, bro, your faith has to be as small as a fucking mustard seed. That is going to grow. You have to believe in it. Even though when nobody else is, even though you could make videos, bro, and only one person comes, always do it. Always go. Always go. Always go. Because you know what? One day it's gonna grow.
And you don't know who you can help.
You don't know who's listening to us and say, you know what, you're right. For example, you could go to 24-hour fitness with one client. You work out every day. You say, fuck, man, I only have this client. Somebody else is looking at you, working out. One day could be like, hey, man, I saw you working out. Oh, yeah, you know what, I do this. Hey, you know what, I do that. People are always watching.
Nah, you gotta change the mentality.
Yeah,
They gotta have a client.
100%, because a lot of people are mad, like, no, I don't have this, and I don't have that. Like I
I
always
haven't
say,
earned it.
yes, I always say this, bro. I always say this, and I said this in one of my videos, bro. I always say this: stop concentrating on shit that you don't have, and start
Focus on-
appreciating what you have, and stop focusing on people that don't fuck with you. Stop fucking focusing on people that don't mess with you, don't call you, don't worry about you, and start focusing and appreciating the people that do care for you, the people that are there for you.
Take
Those
care
are
of
the
them.
ones that matter. Don't take care of people that don't matter. Don't bend over backwards for people that don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? Worry about the ones that are there. Worry about the ones that call you without asking you for favors, without asking you for money. The people that just reach out to you, I don't know, but like, bro, you're right. People, like, I appreciate you. You're here, bro. This is our dream. My dream became your dream. We both. I appreciate you. I appreciate that you take your time.
And
from
for
your
those
lunch.
who don't know, I work almost 7 days a week most of the time. You know,
This guy right here, man, look, man. I'm gonna go off script real quick. This guy right here, I met him at the gym. He worked like a motherfucker, bro. He has worked 7 days a week, takes care of his wife and his family. He's always working. And for this man to take his time and come over here and chill with me, I appreciate this guy. You know what I mean? Because God put him in the path to me, and he said, hey, you know what? You guys go fuck with each other because you guys are both Scorpions.
Yeah.
You know? And it's, oh, yesterday was his birthday too,
Hey,
man.
thank you.
And
November 10th, Scorpio, shout out.
November 20th.
Ah,
And I just feel that.
the twos and the one.
Yeah. Of the twos, he's the one.
Yeah. No, yeah, but it's crazy, bro. And then I had enough bravery because wrestling really is a niche community, bro. And my bravery of wearing a T-shirt got me to sit down on this seat. And now you never know.
Real shit. You know what, man? Quick story, man. This guy, he used to go to the gym with his tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Shirts.
Shirts all the time. And I'm a wrestling fan. I've been watching wrestling forever. And I remember at the gym, especially now, like I wouldn't see nobody with wrestling shirts on. And I saw him, and I remember one day I even told my girls, "Hey man, you know what? There's this guy at the gym, but he looks really fucking serious, man."
I
And,
do look
yeah,
serious.
and I was like, he looks really serious. Like, he don't really fuck with nobody. And and I was like, you know what? Tomorrow, I'm gonna go talk to him. And I remember I was doing I was doing cables. I was working on my chest, and I saw you working the dumbbells. And I remember I went and I was like, hey, bro, you like Roman Reigns? Yeah, me too, blah, 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 blah. And from that, we started talking about wrestling. We started talking about a whole bunch of shit out of nowhere. I started doing my podcast with some other cat, but he quit, he left. And out of nowhere, bam, we started doing it with him. You know what I mean? And it's like we always, like I was saying earlier, bro, like when you find an opportunity, when you find somebody, bro, it's rare, bro. It's rare to find good people.
And I was just being me, bro.
And
Like,
me, I don't really bring nobody to my crib.
you gotta protect your
You
fortune.
know what I mean? So I don't really bring nobody. I don't really chill like that. But it's like I believe in vibes. I believe in energy. I believe when somebody rubs me the wrong way, I don't fuck with them.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
You know what I mean? So with that, bro, like for one thing leads to another one, and like you never know if you go for it where you're gonna end up in life. But one thing I do know this: if you don't go for it, I know where you're gonna end up in life. The same fucking place you've been all your life, full of regret, full of fucking piss at the world because you
Fear
got
and anxiety.
fear and anxiety, and you feel and hate because you feel like that could have been me, that should have been me, that should have been me. You know what I mean? But it shouldn't be you, and it couldn't be you because you didn't get up to put in that fucking work. So that's why it's not you. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fat dudes out there, bro. I've been known like they tell me you're lucky, fool, because you lost weight. And I'm not lucky. I didn't fucking go outside and fell and trip and became Sonic and all the fat legs like the rings. No, bro. I went in, put in that work. You do something that you do something. You wanna do something different, you do it. But don't be mad at somebody.
That
Because-
puts in more effort.
Exactly. You know what a hater is? A hater is a fucking lazy person, bro, who gave up on himself
Yup.
and wants you to quit and wants to bring you down because he can.
Is waking up at 4 a.m. easy? No.
No.
Simple. Yes, very simple to do. But it's not an easy thing to do.
Look, bro, you know me. In the morning, bro, since my car accident that I had, my bones hurt. In the morning, I wake up for fucking
Everything's
Frankenstein, bro.
cracking,
You know what I mean? Sometimes I fucking lose my balance, bro, and all that shit. I'm like, ugh. I go and I stretch, and after the pre-workout kicks in, I'm fucking normal, and I'm fucking going, and I'm working out. But after my heart surgery, bro, after all that shit I've been through, I could have quit. I could have said, you know what, God, no, I don't want to go to the gym no more. I don't want to do this. But God said, no. What the fuck you talking about, big dog? I cured you. You see, that's the thing you have to say about it. A lot of people say, God, why did I go through this? Because I cured you, bro.
And you're still here.
You're here. So you're here for a reason. You had a bad heart. I cured you. I made you better. I put you in the hands of a good doctors. I put you in the hands of this people. Blah, 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 blah. Don't fucking give up.
You weren't alone.
I wasn't. So you go and you wake, like I wake up every morning for like, fuck, I gotta do this. I go. Hey man, I gotta do this. I gotta go. I sit here like, when we do podcasts, me and you sit here researching. Hey, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Because you have to want more in life. You have to say, I want more. I want more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got anything else to say?
No, I think we hit a pretty good one today. Let us know what you guys think. Thank you for having me again.
No problem. Thank you, my people, for stopping by with half an hour with the big dog. Go check us out, man. My other podcasts, my other episodes that I have, we got like 25, 30 episodes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we got like
That's
25,
crazy.
30 episodes. Go check us out and tell us what you guys think. I really appreciate you guys, man. Much love from here to your house, man. Thank you.
Take care.
Don't be scared, Lilo.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah, bro.
25 already? That's crazy.